So I'm still kind of on my way out of the park, but I stopped by this area where all the bison were at earlier. I'm just driving down that road that leads to that area, and there's a whole bunch off to the right over here in this field, but I can't really see it because of the trees. But as I'm coming down the road, they're just walking down the middle of the road, which isn't uncommon. You see that out here all the time. And I think people for the most part are pretty respectful, and they just kind of drive by really slow like I'm doing now. I'm not revving my engine. Here comes one that's running. I'm not trying to spook them. I'm just trying to let them be in their natural whatever you call it, element as much as possible, without making them spooked, because they will get aggressive if they get bothered by people. But I think they're pretty used to cars. I mean, I remember the first few times I came out here and I encountered these bison, I was pretty leery of them, because like I was in a parking lot and one walked right in front of my vehicle, and the motion sensors or whatever, parking sensors are going off, and I'm like, is this bison gonna like destroy my car or whatever? But I've come out here enough that I kind of know, if you just leave them alone. Like here, they're kind of blocking the road a little bit, so I'm just gonna kind of hold back and not challenge them too much with driving up on them. They'll eventually move. Like I could probably drive through here now just fine. I've never seen them attack a vehicle. I'm not saying they wouldn't, but right now they've got their little ones. Like there's a little one off to the left, so maybe they might be a little more cautious of people. But I think they're so used to people being out here. Again, you wouldn't want to challenge them by getting out of the car and walking up to them. I know there's people that have done that, trying to get pictures, and then they end up getting they got horns on them, so they end up booting them with their horns, and then the person goes flying one way and their pants and shoes go flying another way, and hopefully they're okay. But it's just ignorant people, I think. But here's one out here that just kind of standing there. So I was just coming back here to see. It's been a couple hours since I was here earlier, to see if there's still a bunch of them around here. And I don't know, these ones all kind of went off to the side here. There was the whole bunch that was up here earlier. Looks like they may have moved on. I think there are still some here, but not as many as there were earlier. Still a group of them. But some of them I noticed moved to that other field. Oh, there's one behind me. I just saw it in the mirror. And there's a bunch of those little prairie dogs here too. So I just drive up here cautiously, but I don't think I'm bothering them too much, hopefully. I wouldn't get out of my truck and walk up there. At least not too close to them. Maybe just a little bit, but probably not even that, just because I don't like bothering them, stressing them out or anything. I'm sure there's people that do that, but I don't. I just try to leave them. The horses, I think you can get quite a bit closer to them and not stress them out. They don't seem to act too stressed. I've gotten pretty close to them, or I should say they've kind of gotten close to me, because sometimes I'll just stand there still with my camera and they'll get a little closer. But I don't want to challenge these. I don't know what they weigh, 1,000 pounds maybe, or 800. I don't want to challenge. Horses, of course, weigh a lot too, but they seem to be a little more docile, I guess. They seem to be, like, as long as they're got some food to munch on, they're pretty happy. But anyway, I came back to this area just to see, and it's kind of, they're moving on. They're moving to different areas. Every day is a different story out here. You come out here every day, and they might not be in this area at all. What I like is when they roll on the ground and they create that dirt, that dust cloud comes up. There was one earlier that was doing it quite a bit, and I kind of missed getting it on video, but it was kind of cool. So that's all for now.